The process or the result of joining different things together to form one is called fusion, and Moto seems to have taken that definition and turned it into this phone here, the Moto Edge 70 Fusion. But does this fusion bring something to the table that is worth your buck? You will find out in this detailed review, so let's start. Now, I've been using this phone for over a week and the in-hand feel is slim and premium. The fabric back offers a lot of grip and also looks good. The power and volume buttons are also very naturally placed, at least for my hand, but the fingerprint sensor sits a bit too low on the screen. And like most Moto phones, this one gets IP69 and 68 ratings with military standard 810H durability certification. It comes in 3 Pantone validated colorways and this one is the blue surf variant. Now, how does it look? You let me know in the comments. The Fusion Premium continues up front too because this is a 6.78-inch quad-curved extreme AMOLED display with 144Hz refresh and Dolby Vision compatibility. In simple words, the colors are punchy, blacks are deep, and the contrast is also spot on most of the time. Also, the outdoor visibility is really good. I would appreciate an anti-glare coating on this display, but even without that, it is a very good screen. And the Moto Edge 70 Fusion here also gets Dolby Atmos speakers, which are fairly loud and retain a lot of detail even at full volume. Now this gets a dual camera setup at the back, but you will see 4 bumps because the first bump is carrying the main 50MP Sony LYT lens. The second bump is a 13MP ultra wide. The third one is a 3-in-1 light sensor, and the fourth bump is the flash itself. In our testing, images taken at 1x and 2x from the main lens are most detailed. They also retain good colors and texture in portrait mode. Videos from the main lens are also steady and horizon lock works fairly well, but only lets you capture 1080p at 30 fps. However, low light images as well as videos are not as detailed and may even have some grain if you're moving around a lot. The ultra wide has decent detail in daylight pictures too and also supports 4K 30 fps video recording. However, the colors are different compared to the main lens. Switching lenses while recording also has a certain lag, which we have noticed on Moto phones in the past too. Lastly, the 32MP selfie shooter has good edge detection for portraits and regular images also come out sharp. Low light images are not as sharp and you're likely to get a lot of glare if you wear glasses. And now we're getting on to the performance part, and those duties are being handled in this phone by the Snapdragon 7S Gen 4 chip accompanied with up to 12GB RAM. Now we're testing the top spec variant here and multitasking and gaming feel fluid, UI is clean and Moto shortcuts and AI tools improve the overall quality of usage. This phone will get 3 years of OS and 5 years of security patches, so it is pretty future ready if you ask me. Now we played BGMI at max graphics, Ninja Arashi 2 and Sky for long hours on this phone, and while Delhi temperatures are rising up a bit, I'm happy to report that there's no heating issue that we have experienced on this phone. A full day of use with cameras, multitasking, office work and gaming are sorted on this phone. It also gets Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 6, so the connectivity is also pretty future ready. 2026 has been all about big batteries in slim form factors, and this one is no different, fitting a 7000 mAh cell in under 8mm and under 200 grams. Now this phone will easily get you through the day at heavy usage, and you could even get about 2 days of backup if you're a moderate or light user. You also get a 68-watt USB-C to C charger in the box, which gave us 10% to 95% charge in under 1 hour, which is pretty fast. And that brings us to the conclusion of this review, and we can say that in our testing, the Moto Edge 70 Fusion has shown us that it has a premium build, sharp display, loudspeakers, good cameras and a very good power to efficiency balance. Now in our books, it checks a lot of big boxes, but what do you think about this phone? Drop us a comment and follow Gadgets 360 for more cool tech. My name is Manik Beri and I'll see you in the next one.